know. Well, flipping Nora, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted, and I've just realised that my top's on inside out. That's how tired I am. It's been a really full-on few mad days, moving everything round, taking the stuff up from downstairs up to here, taking things from up here downstairs. It's just been, yeah, a lot. So if you are new to my channel, we live in a little terrace house in Lancaster, and the living room doubled up as my studio, my painting studio and creative space to store all my zines. Now it's just our living room and where we sleep in the evening, and it's opened up the space so much and it feels so much better. And the dining room was the place where I did all my computer work, journaling and all that kind of thing. And now that's been transformed back into a dining room. So this was originally our bedroom. The house has got 3 bedrooms in it, and we had one, our son has another, and Tom has an office. But the office was too tiny for me to have it as an art studio. So we've brought everything up from downstairs and piled it in here, and as you can see it's very cluttered at the moment, but happy to say that everything fits in. So this is the studio currently, which was our bedroom. So we've got the Kallax shelves like this, which is brilliant. This sticks across the room, and I'll show you in a minute why. I've got my wardrobe here with my clothes in because I didn't want to take 2 wardrobes downstairs, and that's fine, it's out of the way. And then if we move over here, this is a dog bed that I need to sort out. And this is all boxes, suitcases and stuff, magazines and everything. That cupboard staying where it is. That was downstairs, but we moved it upstairs so the printer can be on it. And my pothos, this is the big long one that was in the living room that went right across the wall. I'm going to put that over there and then put it across this wall and across this wall. And then in the cupboard is my computer desk and computer, which is good. Now I'll show you why it's good that this is sticking out like this. This is why I've done it like this and not put it against the wall. Because when you come round here, just got to watch it not fall over everything. It's given me this whole area for painting, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm going to put a table at the end of it there. And then my easel's going to be here, which is near the window. I do also have this daylight light to put in. And it means that on this side, I can have all my paints and things like that. I've just started putting them out. And what I'm going to do is, for these 2, I'm going to cover this, the back of this, with something. So that if I'm painting, anything that's on this side, books and things on this side, are not going to get paint on them. So that's my idea, and I'm going to cover the floor with a big sheet of plastic because we rent and this carpet's a good carpet and I don't want to get paint all over it and then have to replace it if we move at any time. There's all stuff under there as well. There's stuff everywhere, and I'm going to enjoy this process. I'm going to turn you around actually. I'm going to enjoy this process of making it all lovely. I really like this bit. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm absolutely knackered. Tom and I worked our little socks off moving all the furniture because we had to move everything from up here downstairs. We had to take the banister off because the mattress wouldn't fit down the stairs. And move everything from downstairs upstairs. And I mean, we did really well. We do work together really well as a team. We always have done, and I'm really grateful for that. Thankfully, past me had made a big pan of soup and a granary loaf. So when we'd finished last night, after I'd had a bath, the soup was ready. Oh my God, it was so nice. It was so nice. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. A lot of work, a lot of stuff to do. My arm's actually really hurt. I had to put it down because my arm, oh my God, it was hurting. That's because we've been moving furniture. Look at what is my hair doing. I don't know what my hair's doing. Yeah, because we was moving furniture yesterday, my muscles, oh my God, they're so sore. So even just holding the phone up, I was like, it hurts. Here comes Badgie. We went on a lovely walk this morning, saw loads of snowdrops, which was really nice, and we heard the woodpecker again and saw the woodpecker. I was trying to get a video of it, but it was so tiny and so far away that I couldn't. But yeah, it was nice. So I'm gonna get on with tidying the studio now. So I've emptied out the corner that's for painting, and I've put this plastic down on the floor. I've taped it to the skirting board all the way around, and I've taped it to my Kallax as well. So it's just to protect the carpet because I don't want to get paint on the carpet. I think I need to maybe do a few more bits of taping at the edges, and then here I think I'm going to put some duct tape across, just because I was thinking when I'm walking in and out I might end up tripping on that bit because I'm quite clumsy. But can you see how big the space is? I think so. I might stand in it to show you. So you can see how big the space is. So that's my arms out, not fully, of course. If I put my arm out fully, it's like that, and then half an arm. I've had to put my hair up and boiling and change my top. I'm so hot. I always get hot when I'm moving stuff. But it's a really nice space, and you can see from that way, like it's my full arm stretched out. So it's a really good size for painting in, and I'm so excited to create my first piece. So the easel needs to go in, but first I'm going to put a table here and then see how much room I've got. If the table takes up too much room, I think I'm just going to put the easel in this bit and have my table in front of the window. But I've not decided yet. We'll see. Badger will literally sleep anywhere. I chucked this bed down, this is his bed, and chucked some cushions on it that have got no covers on yet, and he just got on it and gone to sleep. Honestly, what is he like? So I'm having to like shuffle, that's not a word, shuffle around him, bless him. I'm gonna, ow, I just hit my foot on the sewing machine. I'm gonna move him in a minute because I need to move furniture. I don't want him to be in the way. But look how cute this is looking now. So I've got all my books on my shelves, and I've started to put some nice things out with my plants and stuff up there. I've put this mirror up in that bit to reflect a little bit of light, and I've got a light there. So I've actually got my tripod in my other hand. Hang on, let me put my tripod down. I will not be winning any awards for filming this one. Oh. Just got to watch it up fall over. So I've got a light for my plant. Look how beautiful she is. Really lovely. These Kallax shelves from IKEA may look modern, and I do like old furniture, but they're fantastic for storing everything. So on this side I've got all my painting equipment, all my paints, my sketchbooks and everything, and on the other side I've got all my books. I was thinking about sticking some kind of tarp or something over that so it doesn't get paint on the books, but I think it'd make the rest of the room dark. That all needs putting away. That's all my big pile of clothes, so I'm going to put that in the wardrobe, and then I'm going to move, so there's a rocking chair under there. I'm going to move that rocking chair and put it over here, and then put Badger's dog bed over there, because then I've got all my books and everything. Because the idea was I was going to sit there and read books, but actually when you walk in it takes up too much room, so I think it would look much better over there. And then because Badger's dog bed's low, it can go here, and then you'll be able to see all what's on the shelves. But I love it when I come in, because, so ignore the chair, imagine that the chair's not there, but when I come in the door, let me just take you out. When I come in the door, this is what I see when I first walk in, and I just love all of this with all the books and my plants and everything. And the light is really good on a lovely day. It's pouring down today, absolutely pouring down. I don't know if you can see the rain on the window. It's just so rainy, like super rainy, but I really love it. I really love it. I am a little bit like a magpie, and I collect many things, and I'm just showing you around the studio a little bit more now, just in a slower way, so you can see some of the things. Everything that I collect, I just love it, and I've kept some of the things for years. This pothos has grown so big downstairs in the living room, and I'm just hoping it continues to grow in here. I've set it out on my old painting tray with some crystals that I've not buried in the garden yet, and I'm hoping that it'll find that this is its happy place. I'm so happy. Like, what a difference. So a lot of people would think that it was crazy to have their bedroom in the living room and take over the bedroom for the studio, but I was going to say let's look at the evidence. Like, did you ever watch it was it Lloyd Grossman, the house through the keyhole? Did you ever watch that? Let's look at the evidence. So let's look at the evidence. You spend a tiny amount of your time in your bedroom sleeping, don't you? Really, and maybe doing other things. but my business is my most spent time, so it makes complete sense for us as a family to do this. If you've been watching my YouTube for a long time, or if you've watched me on social media for a long time, you know that I've slept. See, I told you I was tired. I've lived in lots of different houses, and some of them have been amazing because they've had an extra room that's been my studio. And then in this house there's no room for a studio, and honestly every month I move the furniture around trying to make it work, and it just has not made it work, because the rooms downstairs have got too many doors and things in, and the bedroom it's just got one door. So it makes perfect sense. Now, I will say that getting the mattress out every night and putting it up every morning, we're on day 2, is a little bit like, oh, what have we done? And there has been a bonus. So we've got a dog called Badger. He's 13, he's an old man, bless him, and he is a pain in the bum at bedtime. He really is. He's in our bed, out of our bed, in our bed, out of our bed. He's really annoying. He has got a beautiful, which you'll see in videos, memory foam mattress, dog bed, that we had specially made for him. He'll sleep in it in the day. Oh yeah, he loves it in the day. Bedtime, not a chance. So the bonus has actually been sleeping downstairs, he's getting on the couch. And I said to Tom, because it's a different routine what we're doing at bedtime, we need to not allow him on our bed downstairs, because then he'll get used to, oh no, I don't go on that, I go on the couch. So actually that is a bonus. He woke up the first night and tried to get in once, and then I said, no, get back on your bed, and he got back on the couch. And on the couch, so a couch is a sofa, I don't know what you call couches in different countries. Anyway, and on there he's got his own duvet and he's got blankets, so he's warm and cosy. And I keep looking down there because he's laid down there at the minute asleep. And then last night he didn't get off at all, but he woke me up licking. That noise of licking in the middle of the night. Oh my god. Anyway, so hopefully by tonight we'll have a good night's sleep. So yesterday I moved the furniture around in here, apart from the big things that Tom and I had put in place, emptied all my boxes, hung up my plants. Everything's got its own place now. So I've got my computer area for working on my computer. What I do need here is a lamp, so that cloud light, if you can see the cloud light, I'm not sure you can, is not a very good light, but I think I could do with a lamp here, like over the desk, so that's fine, I can do that. I've got an area for zine making and sewing zines, an area for printing, an area for packing, which I don't have to do anything else on apart from pack orders, which is brilliant because it means I can keep it nice and clean and I don't have to move stuff. I've got an area for painting on a desk, you know, if you wanted to paint like that. And I've also, and this is the best thing ever, I've got an area for painting stood up with my easel, which is amazing. And I've got a book corner. There are a couple of tweaks that I'm going to make in here because it's cluttered and I don't want it to be cluttered. I want it to be open because it's a lovely light room this on a good sunny day. It's very dull today and raining. I'm going to move the rocking chair to a different location because it's in the way. But apart from that, all the moving's done. But honestly, I feel like when a bit like when you've moved house, you know, and your mind's just gone. Like you don't know what you're doing. I really feel like that. And this morning when Tom was going to work, he said, "Do you want me to just leave the mattress down for you?" Because I was sat in bed having a cup of tea. And I really wanted to say yes. I really did. But I said no because I didn't want Badger jumping on it and, you know, breaking that habit. So, but I do feel really like I'm up to my limit. And the other thing, which I've never talked about in public before, a few close friends know, I do have I don't know what to call it really, a condition. Let's say a condition. It's a big Latin name, really long name. I can't tell you what it is, but it's HS for short. And I have flare-ups every now and again, and these flare-ups, it's to do with your lymph. So I had a big tattoo when I was 40, and the ink that they used in it was this certain ink. I don't think they use it anymore. And it goes in your lymph and it sits in your lymph and your body can't get rid of it. And it keeps trying to get rid of it. So then when you get stressed, or if you eat certain things, or if you're getting too hot and sweaty, which is obvious from moving furniture and also being perimenopausal, it doesn't help. So I've had quite a bad flare up this time. Normally I just get one lump. I won't go into detail because some people are squeamish, other people love the gore. If you want all the gory details, just drop me a message, I'm quite happy to share them. But I know that some people don't like knowing things. So basically the lumps that get really inflamed and then they end up bursting. That's the simplest way to say it. And I only normally get one at a time, so it's kind of manageable. But this time I got 4 all at the same time, and they really hurt. And one of them has been extremely painful, and really inflamed, and it's lasted a lot longer than normal. And I feel like that combined with moving everything, I just feel like I'm at the point of exhaustion now. So I have got grand plans. I've made a planner for the whole month with all the different things in to try and keep me on track, because I often say yes to lots of things and then I go, oh, but why have I not done so and so? And so I've put it all in, and I got distracted and I started reading and I was like, oh my god, have I got to do that tomorrow? But it's next week. So yeah, I've come to my limit now, and I think I just need to rest. Tom said to me this morning, he said, you need to take a day off and rest soon, because it's a lot. And I was going to wait till the weekend to do that, but I think I'm actually going to do it earlier, because I've gone. Like, I've done some computer work this morning and it's like my head's just not here. Do you know that feeling? So, but I wanted to get this video out, which is why I'm talking to you looking like this and feeling really tired and not putting very good words together, because I wanted to get this video out to YouTube. So what I would say is, some lessons learned from moving everything is, sorry, get someone else to do it. No, not really. Lessons learned. Right, come on. Wake up. I'll have a bit of my tea. Wait a minute. Good. I'm here. I'm present. I'm in the room. Lessons learned. If your home is not working for you as it currently is, do not think that you've got to keep it the same just because originally, or well, not even originally, wherever we've got this idea from that we have to sleep upstairs and we, you know, each room has to be a purpose for something. This is your own life. You are living this life. Now, I do have friends. Very rare they come around because I don't really like people in my space. And also I get overwhelmed by having to tidy up. That sounds like I'm really grotty. I'm not. I do tidy up, but do you know what I mean? If you've got all this other stuff to do. So some friends come round. I've got a set number of friends that come round, and they're all lovely and they accept me as I am, and I don't have to put on a show or anything. And they're accepting of what this is. Now, it's got nothing to do with them really, but what I'm saying is, in a very long convoluted way, is this is your life. This is your life. Did you ever watch that show? Okay, and if your friends are not accepting that you want to do this thing, then I'm sorry, but then it's none of their business, and also they're not really that really good friends, are they? Because the ones that are will accept you. They're not, if they're coming to visit, they're coming to see you. Well, they should be. They're not coming to see your house. Anyway, so just do it, because I am actually kicking myself that I didn't do this 4 years ago when we moved in. Because imagine that I'd have had 4 years of creating in this amazing space. Anyway, hindsight's a great thing. I've got the space now, so that's good. And I do want to say a massive thank you to my friend Kat that I went to spend the day with at Blackpool. If you watch my last video, you'll know what I'm on about. Because if it wasn't for Kat and what she was talking to me about, I wouldn't have done this. So if you're watching, I bloody love you. I bloody do. Yeah, it's amazing. The other thing is, as well, be really ruthless with what you're keeping and what you're throwing away. So before I put things back out on shelves, and it is tedious because you just want to get it finished, but go through it. I've got charity bags, I've got a bin bag for rubbish, another bin bag for the tip, I've got a big plastic box that's got loads of old papers and stuff in that I'm going to turn into seed paper for my Patreons and to give to friends and things. And it's good to have a good clear out as you are putting stuff back, because you don't want to just keep carrying stuff round with you, do you? I mean, I found some things, some letters and stuff from 2002. 2002. I mean, that's ridiculous. And I've been carrying them round with me every house move that we've done. I didn't know, but you know. So yeah, they're the things that I've learned. The other thing that I've learned is, have somebody to help you do it. I'm really grateful and lucky that I've got Tom. He's such a good team together, moving everything. But if you don't have support, try and see if you can ask for help. Ask somebody. I'm a terrible person for asking for help, and what I found is, as I've got older, it's better to ask for help than struggling doing it yourself. And I can't think of anything else. So I hope you have an amazing rest of the week. If you've got big plans for transforming something in your home, or if you're decluttering, or if you're, having a sort out, it feels like there's lots of energy around this at the minute. Lots of people I know are decluttering, sorting out, getting rid. Let me know in the comments what you're up to. And I also want to share, so I've been a member of Leonie Dawson's Academy since way back when she first started the Academy, when blogs were around, before social media. Before social media came out. I can't even remember when, but back then I was part of her academy, and then she stopped doing it for a while, and then she launched it again a couple of years ago, and I signed up when she launched it again, and I'm part of that. And as part of the academy, you've got access to all different courses and things and trainings and all sorts of stuff. But if you're not part of the academy, you can buy individual courses, and one of the ones that I'm starting is the 21-day decluttering course. And I've looked through it all. There's loads of stuff on there, and I think it's going to be really helpful. And I was going to start it this week, but I'm going to delay it till next week until I'm not tired again, because I really want to give it my all. So I'll put a link to that in the description down below, so you can go and check it out yourself. Because I really like her. I really like what she shares and what she does, because she's very, well, she's a little bit bonkers. I'll say it. She is bonkers. She's like me. She's colourful. She's an artist. She's ADHD, so that's autism and ADHD. And she's made a lovely life for herself and her family in her own way, and that's what I really like. It's not about, oh, you've got to, reach this because then you can buy a fancy car. She does all this, now I can never say this word, philanthropology. She donates lots of money and books and all sorts of things to amazing causes, and she's built a school in Africa, I think. There's all sorts of stuff. So she's really lovely about what she does. So I really admire that, and I really like that. So yeah, I'll put a link in the comments. So that's a decluttering 21-day challenge. Anyway, I'm gonna go and pack some orders now for Etsy. Look how lovely this tissue paper is. It's from Rex London, which is where I get all my tissue paper from. It's got all sorts on: foxgloves, poppies, calendula, cornflowers. Isn't it lovely? So I'm just wrapping up my latest orders in it, and today I've got some heart washi tape and some butterfly stickers that match my butterfly business cards. And it's just simple things like this that make me really excited when I'm packing the orders, and everybody says how lovely it is to receive one from me because it's packaged up like a present. And I think it's because I love what I'm wrapping it in as well. I think that makes a massive difference. So I've seen on the Etsy forums people say, no, it's a waste of time and all this kind of stuff. Don't do all that. But I love it. I've always done it ever since the beginning, and I think it's really important that I carry on doing it, not just for my customers but for me as well, because it just gives me a little bit of happiness each time, like I undo a new packet of wrapping paper, or some new washi tape arrived or something. It's for me as much as it is for my customers. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this because it's blooming gorgeous. I love it. I think I'm going to keep a sheet for myself for my journal. Thank you for all your lovely orders. It keeps my well topped up. It keeps the lights on. It keeps the internet going. Don't ever think, and it's not just me, it's every creative, don't ever think that when you buy off an individual or an artist or a creative or something, don't think that we don't appreciate it, because every little bit is amazing. Like if you spent £100 on in a big chain store, for example, I won't name any, but you can imagine a big chain store, they don't actually notice that much of a difference. But if you spent £100 at my shop or at another creative's or handmade shop, a maker's shop, That is massive. That is like huge. That's like the council tax paid for the month. Do you know what I mean? It is a big thing. So just know that every time I get an order, or every time somebody signs up to my Patreon, it really does mean the world to me, because it enables me to do the stuff that I love and to share that knowledge with everybody as well. So thank you so much for that. And the other part of this is that even if you can't afford to buy anything, just commenting, watching these videos helps. You know, like, you don't have to spend money to support creators. You can like things, you can share them with your friends, all that kind of stuff. It all helps. This sounds like it's a flipping plug or something now. It isn't. It isn't at all. It's not a plug. It is just me being grateful because this week I'm in my overdraft, and then I've got some Etsy orders and I'm like, oh, thank you. So that's why it's just in my brain, and I'm packing the Etsy orders after I've got off this video. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm just rambling, aren't I? I'm just waffling and rambling on. Anyway, thank you all. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon.